Hello everyone, welcome back to Huddersfield Town Fan TV. I hope you're all doing well, and in today's video I'm going to be bringing you all the details on our two latest signings that were completed last night as defender Jolo and Ruffen signed for the club. Yes, they did indeed. Of course, Jolo was announced, when I was live on air last night, and then obviously Ruffen, he was announced after I'd gone off. So yes, happy days. But before we do get into today's video, please make sure you drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and comment your thoughts down below on this Low and Ruffen signing for us. I do also, before I do start, I also want to say a special big thank you, honestly guys, to every single one of you out there who helped me get to 900 subscribers during the live show last night. Honestly, it was, we were signing, we made some signings last night and we got to 900 subscribers, and, it just means a lot to me. Honestly, it means the world to have your support with me on this journey. And the fact we are now in the sight of 1,000 subscribers now is just crazy. It's just a dream, because as I said to you guys before, I never thought joining this platform I would even get to 100 subscribers, let alone over 900 now and nearing to 1,000. It's just mind blowing. So thank you so much, every single one of you, for all your incredible support. Big up to you all. But yes, let's get into the video then for today's topic. So yes, we did complete the first signing that we announced last night was 23-year-old centre-back Jolo, who joins us from League One rivals Wycombe Wanderers on a free transfer, although compensation will need to be paid as he is under 24 years of age. Low has obviously played against us twice, playing the full 90 minutes in the away win in January and coming off the bench for the last 5 minutes of the return fixture, a 1-0 defeat for us under Jonathan Worthington. Of course, Low is a Wales under-21 international, came through Bristol City's academy before loans at 4 non-league clubs in the south and southwest, and then an eventual move to Adams Park in 2023. So Wycombe confirmed last month that Low was offered a new deal with them, but obviously he didn't accept it, and we won the race for his signature, as he was always never going to be short of offers from elsewhere, because he is that good. So Low has agreed a 3-year contract with us to become, well, this is our third signing of the summer, and he will join officially on the 1st of July upon his expiry, upon his contract expiry at Wycombe. But look, yeah, so look, absolutely buzzing with this one. Honestly, this is what I call a massive statement signing. You know what I mean? Much needed quality at the back. He's without doubt the best defender at this level in the league. There's no question about that at all. And obviously, yeah, just honestly, this kind of signing just makes you even more excited, doesn't it? And if we keep making signings like we are doing, it's just going to keep the excitement levels are going to keep raising. But look, obviously the manager, Lee Grant, said last night he's really pleased to welcome Joe to the club. He's a player who we identified early as a key target to bring in to help form our defence for next season. Joe is a tall, strong, commanding central defender who has experience of playing in a successful side in League One. He has shown high-level abilities, great maturity and leadership for his age, and that can be seen when looking at his domestic and international records. He has expressed his hunger and intent, and we're glad he has invested into the project we have here at Huddersfield Town. There was a strong interest in his services at this level and higher, so it is great for us to have Joe commit his future to the club as we continue to get our business done before the start of pre-season. So that was the words from the gaffer. But yeah, look, obviously, first quotes from Jolo as well himself. He said, I've really thought about the move, and having multiple conversations with Lee, I knew that this was the right move for me for my development. I like to be front-footed and aggressive, and I think that can really work really well here. Last season, being part of a squad that was fighting at the top of the table has given me that experience that I can bring here, because that is exactly what we are going to be doing this season. Love the confidence. I felt like this was the right step in my career, right step up in my career, should I say. This is where I can develop, which is something I'm really passionate about, and this will help me become a better person and a better player. So yeah, look, the comments from the boss and from Jolo. It's fantastic, isn't it, to hear such words from a player, a player that, I mean, thought that coming here was good for his development. So that's a big coup for us and a big praise for us. And then the fact is that he is that front-footed and aggressive central defender that we need. I like his confidence, the fact that he was saying, look, we will be at the top, fighting at the top of the table next season. I like that confidence, that aura about him, and look, it's not being arrogant, it's just the reality of where we have come from. I know that doesn't count for anything, but we have been in the championship. We were actually an established championship side for many years, as people know. And then obviously we went to the Premier League as well. So yeah, and it's just been a really horrible few years for us. And yeah, we're having to recover from all the, from it, and it's not easy to recover from such a decline, that we've seen at the club. So yeah, I like that confidence though from him. And like I said, he believes that this move is the step up for his career. This is where I can develop, he said, and he's passionate about developing. That's what he said. That's what I like as well. Look, he's a very good player, but I like the fact that he wants to keep improving, because he's always improving, room for improvement. He's only 23 years of age. And like I said, he is, he knows he's a good player, but he knows that there's always room for improvement, of course. Still fairly young, really. So yes, that was the first official announcement last night on the signings front. The second announcement that came quite a bit, I thought we kind of got to around, I think it was around 8:30, wasn't it, when this was announced? I thought to myself, why are we not going to get Ruffen over the line? But yes, we did announce the signing eventually of defender Sean Ruffen on a 3-year contract from Lincoln City. Yes, Ruffen will become a Town player on the 1st of July. At the end of his deal with Lincoln, Town have confirmed that a fee has been agreed to avoid the need for a tribunal to decide on the compensation due to the Imps for a player under the age of 24. So yes, the fee has already been agreed with that, so that's good news. And this is now our 4th signing of the summer. A player that can play at left back, but he's also can play as that left-sided centre back as well, guys. So yes, very good. A few positions there, versatility. That's what I like. Let's see what the boss had to say on this. He said, I'm thrilled to bring Sean to the club, a defender who fits the profile of what we want here at Huddersfield Town. He has the combination of first-team experience at this level and potential ahead of him at the age of just 22. We recognise the need to have reliable and resilient defenders. And as a left back, this is exactly what Sean provides, after playing every minute of Lincoln City's season last year. He will really suit the style of football and system that my Huddersfield Town team will play. And he also, we're looking forward to working with him and helping him take the next steps in his development here. Yeah. So yeah, good words from the boss. And then first words from Ruffen himself. He said, first, the manager, his backroom staff and people around the club made it feel like this was the best place for me to go. So it was sold to them, guys. He was sold by what was being said. That's something that's changed over the last few years, because as we know, we haven't brought in the quality that we needed, and we haven't been able to entice players that will contribute to our cause because of the incompetence of our sporting director. he also said, I want to push for promotion. And I think that from the first conference I had with the gaffer, that was the main aim. And if I can develop on the path to promotion as well, then that is a plus. Again, another player that is striving to get us promoted, which I like. Because believe it or not, guys, some players just come into a club and they don't really care what happens. They're just happy to sign a contract and that's it. And that's what sometimes happens, as we've seen in the past as well from our players that we've signed. Some of the players we've signed. But again, the manager is clear. He's making it clear. Promotion is the aim, and that is what we should be striving for. That is good. That is a good standard setter. We should be not let's try and get in the playoffs. It's let's go for promotion. So what it means that we're going to be fighting. We're going to try and fight at the top of the league. That's what we're going to do. It's not just about getting in the playoffs because that's just low standards. We want to keep raising that bar. We need to raise that bar, and this is what Grant's done as well since he's come in. I like it. But then also he said not only that though, yes, he wants to get promoted with us, but he wants to, develop as well. He wants to develop, and you know what I mean. And that this is what these players are saying. They want to develop. They want to improve. That's what you want to see. That's what you want to hear from some of the new players that come in. That's what we're hearing from these guys. He also said, I'm still only young, but I want to develop as much as I can and progress. I have a long way to go, but I have a lot of experience for such a young age. I just want to play football. Yeah, no, absolutely. And again, he talks about his development there. He knows he's got a long way to go, but he knows he's a good player as well, guys. But yeah, so look, Ruffen, fantastic addition. Another statement signing here as well. No doubt about that. And if you look at the both of them that have come in, two defenders, they'll come in and they'll make us really solid at the back. Offer us that pace and then more importantly the quality, but still both of them hungry to keep improving. The fact both players are still young as well too means they will still have much more potential, which is exciting from our point of view. And their ambition and their drive to improve is within. You can see that already from what they've been saying early on, that they want to keep doing that. I think if you look at both players as well, they're athletic, strong, tall as well, tall defenders, so that physical presence at the back that we need too. Both very reliable and always available to play. Look at Lowe. Lowe played 38 games in the league last season out of 46 for Wickham. I think some of those games he missed was due to suspension, I believe, because maybe he picked up so many yellow cards, and I'm not sure, and maybe he got a red card as well along the way as well. So it wasn't down to injury, those games that he missed, I believe. And then Ruffen played all 46 league games last season for Lincoln. That is very, very impressive, isn't it? And that's what we want: reliability, players that are available week in, week out, and will contribute every week. Look, I just love the characters that we are bringing into the club for me. Now it's a massive change from what we've seen over the last few years. And players who have a very good attitude as well. You can tell that with what they've said in their opening interviews with the club, and they also want to keep improving. They've come here to succeed, and they actually want to be here. They actually want to be here. You know what I mean? And that is the most important thing as well, because we've had players that have signed, players that have just signed, and then along the way just decided to say, you know what, I don't even want to play here anymore. Professionalism, basically. But no, these guys do want to come here and play, and they do want to play for us. Again, I think both of these players can be candidates for our new captain next season too. Obviously, Lowe, being a very big leader at Wickham as the captain. And yeah, look, for me, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And look, I'm just so happy with our transfer business so far. I know I've said it a lot, guys, but I'm just going to keep reiterating it because you know what, bringing in 4 quality players in total now: Ledson, Harness, Lowe, and now Ruffen. There's still plenty of work to do, but you have to feel encouraged and excited. You know what I mean? The faces that we are bringing in, and the start to this window has been impressive, but we absolutely desperately needed it. Let's not kid ourselves here. But big up to Kevin Nagelaro. And look, I give credit when credit is due, and he did say in some of those words that those interviews that he did, that he would turn this ship around and actually start signing players and learn his lesson from what he's done in the past. And I do think he's learned his lesson on that aspect. To be honest with you, so yeah, full credit to the owner. Let's keep it going. But look, like I said, there is a lot of work still to be done. Long may our work progress in this window continue when it reopens next Monday. Of course, it's closed for a short time now. I don't really understand why it's closed for a short time. I still don't understand it. But anyway, closed apparently because of the Club World Cup. But I'm not really understanding why. I don't understand really. To be honest, I don't understand why it's closed for just 6 days. But yeah, but look, like I said, 2 fantastic additions to our backline, desperately needed, and I'm really happy to see these guys come through the door. The thing is as well though, the reality is these players are our first choice targets, and we're getting our first choice targets now. Before we weren't getting our first choice targets. We know full well we weren't. You know what I mean, from the recruitment that we've seen. And that is where the change is. Isn't it amazing? Once you get rid of an incompetent sporting director in what Mark Cartwright was, you start to see us turn things around and actually see positivity from that departure. Doesn't make it rocket science. He was so terrible at his job, and I'm not going to go back into it, but that's the reality. And yeah, so look, that is where we're at. You know, we have changed our recruitment system, and I can already see that. I can see we've got ambition now. Early on, can see we've got that ambition to go into next season and really push for not just playoffs but automatic promotion. That is what we should be aiming for. There's no reason why we shouldn't be aiming for that. So yeah, no, I can see these signings really helping towards that goal that we're looking to set ourselves in terms of automatic promotion. So let's see what happens. But yes, welcome to the club, Jolo and Sean Ruffen. I'm excited to see you sign for us, and you are welcome at our club. And yes, excited to see what they can do with us for sure. Anyway, guys, make sure you do drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let me know your thoughts down below on these 2 new shiny signings that have added to our first 2 signings earlier on in the window. So that is totaling 4 players now. So yes, fantastic, 4 quality additions to our squad. So there we are. Let's see what happens once the window reopens. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you all guys very, very soon for another video. Take care. I'll see you all on the next one.